Hey folks, Ab here, welcome back to the channel, thank you for watching. In this episode I'm going to at my Suzuki Gsx600f from 2006, the second generation. So I did put a few 100 kilometers in the bike already. The bike runs really smooth now with the steering has been checked and the brakes as well. So now she runs really smooth, so not so much things left to do. Still, sometimes I experience things like it feels like she runs only on 3-cylinder when it's cold start, but after starts up everything it seems a little bit weird. So that if still gonna happen, I'm gonna check that maybe I have another set of spark plug already, so I'm gonna swap it, and she's gonna get a new oil because yeah, she was standing for a long time, so fresh oil never gonna hurt. And then the last thing is to fix the front end. There are some marks also on the front fender and at the forks, so that's gonna be a quite big job to have to clean it and respray it. So first I'm gonna take her out for a spin to warm up the engine, and then when I'm back I'm gonna drop the oil, new filter of course, and then that part is gonna be complete. I am back from the test ride. Now the engine nice and warm, so I'm gonna drop the oil. And then actually I did check out, luckily all the cylinders are running, but I had to keep the choke a little bit longer on, and then the engine had enough power. When it did warm up properly, then the choke not needed anymore. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna check on the adjustment of the carburetor. Maybe there is a bit need to give some extra. So first I'm gonna drop the oil, and then later gonna adjust the carburetor. The old oil is out, still dropping. Unfortunately I made some mess, so I'm gonna need to clean it up. And this is the old drain bolt. It's with aluminum gasket, so I'm gonna replace it, and then I'm gonna put a new Cooper ring on it, put back, and then actually can fill it up with oil. I almost forgot about the oil filter. This is the old one, and you can see the oil is really brownish and used. Now I'm gonna get a nice new one, but unfortunately it's in a really bad location, so I made a huge mess again. So it's gonna be a lot of clean needed. But now first put on the new filter and fill up with new oil. Now the fresh oil is added. It's way different color, so now I'm gonna spin her up to see how much gonna need extra. It's definitely gonna need, but first I'm gonna spin up to fill up the filter and everything, and then I'm gonna check the level. Yes, the light is gone, so we have oil pressure already. So let's idle a little bit to spread the oil. Now the engine is cold. Actually passed a few days since the oil has been replaced. I did do a few ride with the bike, and it still feels there is something not well when the engine is cold. So I'm going to take out the spark plugs. I have got the right set of spark plugs for the bike, so I'm gonna take them out. I'm gonna check the discoloration, how they are running. They are running lean or too rich. I would vote for the lean, but gonna see is there maybe if any of the spark plugs is wet, that means there is not enough, there is no spark in that cylinder. So let's open up the tank, the covers, and take out the spark plugs. Here are the spark plugs, 1, 2, 3, 4, and as you can see they are really whitish. That means they are running really lean, so they need much more fuel, and actually they do not look too bad. So actually I'm not going to replace them, they can go back to the bike. but they definitely gonna need more fuel. And then I'm gonna adjust the carburetor, put like everything together, gonna take her out for a spin again and see how it's gonna look. Now she's complete, good to go, so let's fire her up to see how she's running and take her out for a spin. Definitely huge improvement. The bike is running way better, way smoother, even when it's warmed up. So when it's cold, no more struggling, get power, much smoother. And even in the lower RPM, she got way better. The shifting got better, much smoother. The bike runs much smoother. So it's a really good result. I'm really happy with it. Now I have driven a few hundred kilometers with the bike. To be honest, I think the first generation is much progressive. She is smoother. Of course, she has different gearing sprockets, and even the transmission is different because the bike is lower horsepower. So, but she is still really smooth, a really good beginner bike, I guess. So this part is complete. We're gonna leave it for if the weather gonna be warmer, gonna see how it's gonna react. But I think this adjustment is just right, the good thing for now. And yeah, now I can say she's almost complete. I'm gonna put her up for sale. She's not gonna go, then when I'm gonna have a good weather, I'm gonna fix the paint on the front fork and then do the maintenance on the front side. I mean, to the gut mart. So yeah, she's really smooth. Luckily she's running good, happy with the results. It was a long time project, started by Bob and now finished by me. Really good result. So that's it for the episode, guys. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, see you in the next one. Bye bye.